The 4 main things that accountants get annoyed with. Hi everyone, in this short video we will explain to you the things that most clients do which annoy their auditors and accountants, and as a result could have a negative impact on their relationship, on the fees and the due care that their accountants and auditors have for this specific company or taxpayer. First and foremostly, the most important thing that clients shouldn't do, because accountants, auditors and any other professional gets annoyed one way or the other, is to constantly negotiating the fees. When an audit firm has clients which constantly negotiate the fees and distort the balance and the nice relationship between the client and the company, it always has a backfire result, as it is human nature for the accountant to get less and less involved with this client who is constantly not liking the fees, who is constantly trying to save 100 euros, 200 euros or 300 euros from the arrangement with their accountant and tax expert. At this point, I would like to point out that if your accountant is happy and provides you one good piece of advice, it could potentially save you thousands of euros in taxes. Therefore, you as business owners or as directors need to make this decision whether or not you will keep your accountants and tax experts happy, because as a result they will give you the best advice possible and reduce your taxes to a minimum. Or if you would like to keep negotiating, being very stingy or picky with every invoice or every fee, which will have as a result your accountants or tax expert not to pay the required amount of detail and due care to your affairs. They're not doing it deliberately, but from experience this is what happens because of the human nature. We're all humans and we all like to be treated nicely. The second factor to avoid, in order not to distort your relationship with your accountant and to keep your accountants happy and not to annoy them, is to bombard them with emails or telephone calls. In the past, we had clients that keep emailing us for whichever reasons they think is important and keep calling us or our staff to address minor issues. Rather, you should have these conversations organized and summarized so that instead of calling your accountants every day or every 2 days, you call them once per week or once every 2 weeks, addressing these 5 or 7 matters that are important to you. You need to understand how accountants work. Accountants and tax experts charge their time. So when they negotiate with you or when they reach an agreement about their fee ranges, it assumes a reasonable correspondence time. If you are excessive on this, then they need to reflect it in an increased fee, or if you do not wish to pay an increased fee and you do not wish to get a bit more organized, it will lead to a friction, as in plain English, you are wasting these people's time by asking or calling them every day instead of calling them or emailing them in a structured manner, addressing these 5 or 10 or 20 things at once instead of addressing one thing every day. Why so? Because your accountants will stop doing what they're doing to pick up the call or to send you an email to address your thing. If they're doing this every day, it means that effectively they are working on you on a daily basis, which they have to somehow get compensated for. So please try to understand how the industry works, how these professionals work, so that you structure your correspondence with them better, which will lead to better benefit for you, because if you save them time and you are one of these clients that never wastes their time and always is cautious with time, they would love to serve you and will do the best to keep you all happy. The third thing that accountants get annoyed for, or tax experts, is when they give very valuable advice and they see that their clients do not adhere to their instructions. We've come across many cases where we do lots of tax planning, or we stress out to our clients what to pay attention to, what not to do, and from the accounting or the year-end audit or the year-end tax assessments and tax preparation work, we see that they totally ignore our advice. This again somehow undermines the status of the client. It's again human nature, as the accountants, the tax experts feel that they are giving valuable advice to their clients, advice that was earned throughout all these years and all this exposure with the taxes, with audits, and with accounting issues and investigation issues. They are giving it sometimes for free to their clients just to know that the clients do not adhere to it. Again, this creates a minor friction, but it does not incentivize these experts, the accountants and the tax experts, into continuous giving this very valuable advice as nobody adheres to them. The last thing I believe that undermines or accountants hate to listen from their clients is when the clients do not appreciate the work performed by the accounting or audit firm. Here in Cyprus, it is usually the case that clients do not appreciate how hard and complicated the work of an accountant, an auditor, and a tax expert is. They take it for granted and they undermine it. And this is very frustrating for us who are obliged to do a very demanding, very tight scheduled job and to ensure that our clients are up to date with their filing requirements, with their tax requirements, as well as the overall financial viability and appraisal of our clients, either at the corporate or at the personal level. Again, when you come across clients that do not appreciate your work, it always leads to frictions, which then leads to a more important friction and a decision making to be made by both parties on whether or not to keep on the relationship or to terminate the engagement, as nobody feels comfortable performing services or work, especially in specialized areas where the clients do not show the appreciation or they don't understand the level of detail and complexity that the accountant and their team, as well as the audit team, has undergone to reach the certain conclusions at the year end, or for every VAT preparation, or for the tax structure or the tax planning. I hope you found this video very useful. Please pay attention to these points, as they will secure a very healthy relationship with your advisors, accountants and auditors. Try to avoid these issues. Think of them from the accountants or tax experts or professionals' point of view, and I'm sure you will agree with me that the way forward is to mitigate. Just get rid of this issue, make sure you overcome them one way or the other so that you have a superb relationship with the audit, tax or accounting firm that represents you, which will only lead to great results and tax minimization. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. If you want to know more, drop me an email at kt@cyprusaccountants.com.cy or give us a call at 00357 2233 6321. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.